sound. Ringo TV. Ringo TV. Ringo TV.
Welcome to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe, and support the content.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo, and today we're going to deal with a topic titled, It's Not About Looks When It Comes to a Good Woman. It's not about looks when it comes to a good woman. I was pretty much on my page, and I noticed that in one of my videos, it appears that a sister pretty much came in there and she wrote that particular comment. Now, I want to address that because I think that a lot of times women, it's like y'all just don't get it. Y'all don't realize that us men, we are visual creatures. We are stimulated by what we see. And when I hear women say stuff like, well, it's not about looks when it comes to a good woman, I think that a lot of you women are sadly mistaken. If you don't look good to a man, he's not attracted to you. You can't go around having this mindset of, well, I'm a good woman, and it's not really about looks, but you expect this man to be turned on, you expect him to be happy with you, you expect him to be aroused, but yet he's not attracted to you. The first thing we see as men is your looks. So if you don't look good to us, we don't want you. Doesn't matter how good you are. You could be a very good worker, right? You could be the best worker. But at the end of the day, in certain companies, if you don't have that look, they don't want you. You know, in the modeling industry, you could be the type of woman that walk the best, the clothes could look good on you, but if you don't have the look they're looking for, they're not gonna hire you. So when women say stuff like, it's not about the looks when it comes to a good woman, it's sort of like they're saying, as men, we're supposed to accept them how they are. In other words, if you're unattractive, you don't keep yourself up, your body is out of order, you weigh a lot of weight, you carrying a lot of baggage, you have poor skin, you ain't taking care of yourself. It's like these women are expecting us as men to somehow just stick around and put up with this type of stuff, but we're not gonna stay. Like, as ladies, you have to understand that men are attracted by what they see. So as a woman, if you don't feel that it's important to keep yourself up, if you don't feel that it's important to keep your body tight, to work out, to look your best, to be presentable to this man, then you're not going to have no success when it comes to relationships, because no man is going to want to stick around with a woman that he's not attracted to. We're not saying that you have to be the most beautiful or the most prettiest woman on the block. That's not what this is about. In my last video, I was talking about how men have to pretty much seek women out like they would a job. And I made it clear that a lot of guys, sometimes when they approaching women, they're a little timid, they're a little scared because the woman they want is beautiful and they don't know what to say. So a lot of times women listen to that and they're like, wait a minute, so you're only focused on women's beauty and but there are good women that may not be the prettiest. Well, we know there are women out there that may be good women that are not the prettiest. But being pretty is not the issue here. What the issue here is, what is a man attracted to? See, I could be attracted to this woman right here, and for whatever reason, I think she's highly attractive, whereas another brother would look at her and say, I'm not seeing what you're seeing. Like, she's all right, but she's not all that. So beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You understand? What my question to the women who feel that it's not all about looks when it comes to a good woman is, where is your husband? I want to know, to all the women out there that you don't feel you're the most pretty, or you're not the prettiest of all women, or you don't have the best looking body. I want to know, with all of your good womanness and traits that you feel is such a good woman and how a man would be so happy with you, I want to know, where is your husband that you can pretty much show the world that is happy with you right now? Chances are, as a woman, you don't have that man, because he don't exist, because a man is not going to get with you if he's not attracted to you. These are just facts that women gonna have to literally accept. Like, as men, we want a woman that we're attracted to. You know, I like women that have a certain body type, a certain preference, certain body parts that are very attracted to me. This is how I am. She don't have to be the prettiest woman in the world, but she got to be attractive to me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if I'm not attracted to her, it's not going to go anywhere. So I think that a lot of times women got to really not focus on being the prettiest, but being the best version of you. In other words, there is ways to compensate for where you may be lacking as a woman. Sometimes you may not be the prettiest woman, but you may have a nice looking body. Well, if you want to attract a man that's going to be attracted to you, then you're going to have to focus on where you may be lacking and compensate for that with other areas. You got to find out, first of all, what is this man attracted to? What do he like? You know, because you may not be the prettiest woman. You may not have the prettiest of faces, but you're not necessarily ugly. You understand what I'm saying? But you can make yourself look attractive by grooming yourself, presenting yourself properly, decorating your hair, putting on a little makeup, you know what I'm saying? Getting nice outfits, having a certain style and class to yourself that would make a man look at you and be like, wow, she's not, a perfect 10 in terms of facial beauty, but she is a pretty young lady and she have a beautiful body, and wow, she knows how to dress. She's groomed, got great personal hygiene. She smells good. I mean, this is the type of woman I would want to be around. So it's not all about being the prettiest woman. I know a lot of sisters that are very pretty in the face, and yet they have ugly feet. And it's like, it's a major turn off for me because I like sisters that have pretty toes. It's a turn on for me. I like seeing that. It's something that's very beautiful to me as a man. So she don't have to be super pretty in the face, but she best believe to have some pretty toes, because if it ain't there, it's just not going down. Like, I'm not going to waste my time. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times, you sisters, you're focusing on how pretty your face is when you need to be focusing on how your overall body is, because there are a lot of men that will look at you and they're not judging you based on your face alone. They're judging you based on your entire body. You understand what I'm saying? And then once we deal with the whole body and your image, now we'll focus on your personality. Now we'll focus on your character. And then we start focusing on other areas of your life that is, beneficial to us as men. So when I talk about men approaching women, we're not talking about how good you are, because we don't know how good you are. What we do know is what we like. We know what we're attracted to. So when we see you in the street and we approach you, all we know is based on what you look like. So we haven't even gotten to the point of getting to know you. You know what I'm saying? So it's because I remember in the comment, let me see if I can bring it up, because I want to make sure that I am quoting what she had to say. She said, it's not about looks when it comes to a good woman, because some guys miss out on a good woman because how she looks or not pretty enough. It's good a woman out that might not be the prettiest, but she will always hold you down. See, this particular sister, she's focusing on facial beauty, not realizing that men judge women based on their overall appearance. It's the overall package that we're looking at. Me personally, I judge a woman from head to toe. That's something that I always look for. That's something that I always do. If a woman don't have pretty feet, it's like I can't really, it's just not gonna work with me. It's like she have to have a really lot going for herself for me to even want to deal with her if she's lacking in these particular areas. If she have terrible nails and her fingernails and her fingers is not done, and it's like she's just not taking care of herself, I can't deal with her. If her personal hygiene is off, I can't deal with her. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? If she's overweight and she's not taking care of her body, I can't deal with her. That's me personally. I'm not gonna say, if you're overweight, I'm just head over heels over you. Listen, there are things that you have to do as a woman to maintain your body in order to attract a man. Do you understand me? All of this stuff about, I'm a good woman, a man could just love me for who I am. Listen, he might be with you, but he's not going to be with you only. He's going to have another woman. This is just something you're going to have to accept. And I think that as women, you have to really be honest with yourself and recognize that when you say stuff like, it's not about looks when it comes to a good woman, we never said that it's about looks entirely. What we're dealing with is the fact that when a man approaches you as a young lady, the first thing we see is your looks. So if your initial looks is not appealing to us, we're not going to have any desire to even approach you because we don't know there's not like a sign on you that says good woman. The only way we can know that you're a good woman is if we spend time with you and get to know exactly who you are. That's the only way we're going to know if you're a good woman or not. We're not just going to know if you're a good woman because, you say you're a good woman. Anyone can say they're a good woman, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're a good woman to us brothers. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because a woman can proclaim being good, and yet if we just talk to her for a bit, we can learn that really she's not good at all. You know what I'm saying? Based on our own, approach and understanding of who she is, we start to learn that her character is just not there and she's lacking heavily. So men look at women based on the overall package. We look at the overall package of a woman. We look at her from head to toe and we examine what she's about. Like I look at a woman's eyes. A woman's eyes says a lot about who she is. And if her eyes is attractive to me, it would draw me in. You know what I'm saying? A woman's lips, all of these different things play a part, which plays with the psyche of a man, and it causes him to be aroused when he looks at her. So if you are going to say stuff like, well, it's not about looks when it comes to a good woman, then you're never going to attract a good man because men are attracted by what they see. We're not saying that a woman have to be the prettiest in the world. We're not saying that a woman have to be, the most gorgeous in terms of beauty in the face. But what we're saying is that she need to be the type of woman that man is attracted to, which means that as a woman, it's not just about focusing on what your face look like, but focusing on what your entire body looks like. Because when it comes to attracting a man, he's not just looking at if you're pretty in the face. He want to know, do you have everything going on that's going to keep his eye steadily on you? And if you don't have that, he's not going to be attracted to you. If you look at yourself and say, well, I'm not the prettiest woman in terms of facial beauty, then you already shot yourself in the foot because that energy is going to push all the brothers away because you don't even have confidence in yourself. And why should a man want you as a woman just because you claim to be a good woman if you don't even feel confidence within yourself? It's like, it don't make no sense to be with a woman that's not even happy with herself. It's like, if you don't feel you're attracted, if you don't feel you're attractive as a woman, why should I feel you're attractive? Why should I be happy with you if you're not happy in your own skin? Do you understand what I'm saying? So when we look at the comment and it says, it's not about looks when it comes to a good woman, because some guys miss out on a good woman because how she looks or not being pretty enough. So you're saying that a man is missing out on good women because of how she may look or she's not pretty enough. My thing is, what exactly is he missing out on? If you're such a good woman, right? And I'm not specifically talking to the sister who wrote the comment. I'm speaking in general to women that may feel the exact same way. If you feel you're such a good woman and you feel that men are missing out, my question is, where is your husband right now? If you're that good of a woman, where are all the men lining up to make you their wife? Because if they're not lining up, maybe what it is that they just can't see that you're a good woman. And if they can't see you're not a good woman, then they're not going to really be attracted to you. So it's not really about you saying that it's not all about the looks when you know it's about the looks. Let's just be real. Men are attracted by what they see. We buy nice automobiles because of how it look. We buy nice clothes and shoes because of how it look. We like to look good. We like to have that which look good to us. It don't have to be the best. There are certain shoes and sneakers and sandals and things that I buy as a man that other men may not like. They may think I'm crazy. They may think like, why would you wear that? It's not really about what they think. It's about what I like. So if I like the shoes that I buy, then it doesn't really matter what other brothers think because I'm not wearing what I wear for them. I wear what I want to wear based on what I like. Do you understand what I'm saying? Some brothers might wear certain types of clothes that other brothers may not like. It doesn't matter what they like. It's not for them. Men wear what they want because of what they like. Do you understand? So when it comes to women, we are attracted to women that we like, that we find attracted to. So when I taught brothers that they need to search for a good woman the way they search for a good job, I made it very clear that it's not just about looks. I talked about how you got to go through the actual interview process. I talked about the benefits package. I talked about how when you get with a woman that you have to find out what does she bring to the table and what benefits do you get when you get with this particular woman. So I never focus primarily on looks because at the end of the day, when men initially meet with you as a woman, they don't see a good woman sign over your head. They don't know if you're a good woman. The only thing they know is what's attractive to them. So as a woman, if you feel you're a good woman and you don't feel that looks is important, then you are going to be single for the rest of your life. Why? Because you don't understand the fundamentals of attraction, of seduction. You don't understand that. You think that because you're a good woman, a man is just supposed to just flock to you and just love you because you're a good woman. So what? So what if you feel you're a good woman? If I'm not attracted to you, how could we even build? How could I even want to be around a woman that I'm not physically attracted to? So it's about looks. It's definitely about looks. Looks, beauty, good character, morals, all of these things comprised into one is what make a man want to be with you. You understand? So to all the sisters that believe they're good women, again, my question to you, if you're such a great woman, if you're such a good quality woman, where is your husband? And if you don't have a husband and you're such a good woman, why you are not reaching out to all the men that are good brothers? Why are you just sitting there being a single good woman, growing old and not really connecting with brothers? It makes no sense to even talk about being a good woman when you're not even being good to yourself by going out there and building with brothers that are good men. It makes no damn sense to be a good woman and you're just sitting at home talking about how good you are, but yet you got all these righteous brothers out here desiring to have more than one wife, and you're not even stepping up to the plate to say, hey, I'm that good woman. Here's my photo. Here's my page. You could check me out. You can learn about me. Women ain't even doing that. And I find that to be crazy, that as sisters, that you'll sit there calling yourself a good woman, but yet you're not putting yourself out there for a man to actually even be in a position to be attracted to you. So you're a good woman. I'm supposed to be attracted to you because you're a good woman, but I can't see you. I don't know what you look like. I don't know if you have the body type that I desire. I don't know if you have the body parts that attract me. I don't know if you have anything that makes me get turned on. But just because you're a good woman, you're expecting that I'm supposed to just be like, wow, she's a good woman. I need her in my life. Woman, if a man can't see you and he don't know what you got cooking, there is no reason to be talking about how good you are, because we don't know how good you are. All we know is what we can see. And if what we see is not there and we're not attracted to you, we're not going to pretty much approach you. So if you want a man to approach you, you got to present yourself. You got to start working out. You got to start tightening up, get toned up, start putting on some good perfume so that when you walk by, we smell that beautiful scent and it turns our head. You got to make sure your hair is done. You got to make sure that you're taking care of your skin, taking care of your nails, getting pedicures, making sure that you on point. You got to do all these different things. And just because you get a couple of pedicures doesn't mean you got pretty feet at the end of the day. You have to understand that there are preferences that men have. Men have certain preferences of a woman's body type. Some men like women that are slender. Some men like women that are more voluptuous. Some men like women that may be a little bit on the big bone side, so to speak. But it doesn't matter if the woman don't focus on these areas. She got to make sure that she's looking good. You are not going to get a man that's going to be attracted to you or even approach you if you don't look good. So looks is very important. Looking good for an interview is very important. You can't go into an interview and you look bad. You know this. As ladies, you know that when you go to a job interview, you have to make sure that you look good. You know you got to dress the part. So why is it that when it comes to a man approaching you, you don't feel that it's not about looks or it's not important? It's very important, because this man is not going to pull up on you if there's nothing that pulling him in. You know, fish that are in the sea are not going to get caught on a hook if there's no bait. So as a woman who is a good woman, you got to make sure that you're looking good from head to toe. And if you know you're not the prettiest woman in the world, then you got to know how to compensate for that by doing other things, by making sure that you always look good in terms of your hairstyle. You don't have to be the prettiest, but at the end of the day, you got to understand that there's a man out there that will find you very attractive, even though other brothers may not, because every man is different. But if you don't have the confidence that you look good, that a man would want you, then it's not going to work. Just being a good woman is not good enough. Just being a good woman or saying you're a good woman is not good enough. You have to look attractive for a man. Remember, 3 things women need to bring to the table: sex, good cooked food, and cooperation. Under the category of sex, as a woman, you got to be attractive. You got to turn a man on. You have to have good personal hygiene. You have to be seductive. You have to be the type of woman that knows how to talk, that knows how to flirt, that knows how to take care of your body, that exercise, that wear nice clothes, that knows how to look very feminine, that act very feminine, that is very, pliable, flexible. The type of sister that when a brother get around you, he's instantly turned on when he's around you because your feminine energy drives him wild. You got to be beautiful from head to toe. You got to take care of all your body parts and make sure that your skin is very pleasant and smells very good. I mean, do I need to preach about this stuff? I mean, this is like common sense. Like, this is supposed to be like mandatory understanding for all women when it comes to attracting a man. I mean, you know this stuff. It's very simple to understand. So if you don't think that looks is important, if you don't think that men are attracted by this, then, you're going to be single for the rest of your life. That's all I got to say on that. So with that being said, I'm going to sign off. This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. I'm out, y'all. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut. I'm out.